Alrighty, hello everyone. Is my mic on? Check that first, shouldn't I? Welcome everybody. If you were watching about I don't know, 5 minutes ago, and all of a sudden the stream just dropped, I don't know what happened. I loaded the PlateUp, but I had to uninstall. I had to take something out of the PlateUp folder, and for some reason I hit escape on it, and I'm assuming my mouse on my other monitor was clicked on that instead, and it escaped OBS, which doesn't make any sense anyway. Hey, Mod, nice to see you. Inside Mac, nice to see you as well. Yeah, my kilobits right now are just all over the place. I don't know. It's just like, how my internet is here, right? So I don't think it was anything to do with my internet. My computer hasn't been restarted in quite a while. So when that happens, it starts doing some funky things. So that may be why. Also, I'm like sweating. Good God sakes. It's not even hot in the house. I was in the barn, and then I had to carry some these side table bed tables upstairs to be put together. I did laundry, and anyway, these bright lights. What's going on, Mod? I was debating what to do today. We could do a hot dog run. Hot dogs. The thing is with hot dogs, they're the only card you get with hot dog is what, mustard, right, or ketchup. One of the things is mustard. It's the only card you get with it, like additional, and then the rest are sides or customer cards, which is yeah. Thanks, Spot. Yeah, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I was thinking of doing the easiest. I'm just doing a solo run tonight, so I'm not sure if I want to do hot dogs or do a hamburger run. I was thinking of doing a hamburger run, and the cheese is okay, but actually I don't want to do cheese. I don't want to do okay. I think I'm gonna do hot dogs. Twisted my arm. Now we're gonna pick one of these maps. Again, I'm not for like seeding runs. I did a run. I'm gonna pick this one. I did a run on, well, it was Wednesday. Last Wednesday, I played by myself. I did a solo run, right? And it was the breakfast one. I'm not sure if you guys saw it on YouTube, but it was the breakfast one. And like, it was the worst cards and the worst, not really the worst cards, but the worst like RNG for drops. It was just a random map. I'm not sure what the numbers were. I think there were 4 numbers. I was putting like 3722 or something like that. It was just one I just typed. So I'm just gonna pick one of these, and we'll just see what happens. I hate having the door there, so maybe I will just do a seed, just a random. I want to try to find a. Look at that one. I think what's happening with people, I think it might have been like this one or something. Oops, I think it might have been this one or something. No, I don't know what it was. I just want to try to get a diner map that has the door at the bottom. There we go. I'm going to pick this one. Now, watch this be the one I had before. Yeah, hold on, Stream Elements. We're not loaded up there with that quite yet. We're going to pick this one because, and this maybe is the jinx that I had, is you see where the door is placed. You can see my mouse, right? Where the door is placed. If the door is placed here, you can't have, if you have a table here, then you have to then have another one on the other side. It just messes up how this is laid out, and you always have to move something to get out. So I like having the, you guys can't see it very well. I like having the door there. And I'm not sure if there's actually any diner maps where the door is at the bottom here. I don't know if there are. And there are some that are at the top. And that's one other thing with diner maps before I get started is like here lately, they're just the 2 wide ones. I've yet to see one that's 3 wide. There used to be maps like that, if that makes sense, right? The top left part where it goes like this. There used to be 3 squares there, which I prefer because you could put larger tables there. But I think we're just gonna let it roll and see what happens. I'm not gonna. I have like so much stuff to bring. Like I got work boots. I got tons of freezers, wash basins. What is this even? Microwaves. It's just from completing runs. You get random stuff, and you got plates. Plates actually wouldn't be bad. I think I'm just gonna roll on. I don't know what seed it is. Well, Mod, we'll see what type of skills. All right, you guys can get your visits in. I'll get my visit in. All right, the queue is working. Not visits, visit in, I guess. You will see, Mod. And the thing is, though, right, is that a lot of people, at least on the forums, or not the forums, what I call it, the Discord, it's all about seeded runs. Give me a seed. Give me a good seed. Give me a good seed. Hey, Need, nice to see you. Thank you for the first time chat and the visit. I was just explaining to the guys here that, it's been, the game's been starting to be fixated on seeded runs, and not that it's bad, but it's kind of gets boring after a while. And I hate to say that but it does. It does get quite stale after a while. Now, I always set this up the same way. I'm not going to run 2 hobs. There's no need to run 2 hobs at this point. If you run something like, I think I do it like that. Or is it like this? No, it's like this. I'll show you why in a second. I do have to mess with the stupid ketchup business, so getting a conveyor belt right away would be great. All right, let's just move the table. The table is always going to start in the same spot for me. It's going to be there, and then the ketchup can go. 6 customers. The ketchup can actually sit. It can actually sit. Yeah, it's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Put this here. So this hob we're not going to use. There's no point to run 2 hobs for hot dogs. I don't really find I need it all. The bin we can save. I don't think we're going to need it. One little tip, if you guys are new to the game, is you notice I turned the refrigerator around, because if not, you get stuck. And I'm using keyboard, like, cause I don't have a controller. So I like to always have like the up button pressed when I'm walking left to right. So I'm always, because if not, you're not highlighting. See, you're not highlighting the counters unless you're holding up. Again, with the controller, you just hold like up and to the right and up and to the left. But with keyboard, you always have to use 2. And so if you have it like this, you get stuck. And I like not getting stuck. See, here you don't get stuck on anything really. Here you get stuck. It's just because of the way the mechanics of the counter work. It's a bit, not dumb. It's just the way it is. I don't like picking specific seed. Happy with, yeah. Well, the thing is, though, is deving into seeded runs. It doesn't matter to me. Well, no, I mean, I've done a lot of seeded runs. I used to do 1-3-1. I've done the Blarg map, which everybody does. I've done old school ones, which I have a whole list here. Divine, Payday, Meat, Herring, Chicago, Warrant. And then I have a bunch of ones with just random letters in there that I've done in the past. Some of them don't work anymore, like they're not what they were before. And the thing with seeded runs is there's nothing. I have nothing against them. I just find people are getting too hung, especially new players. And I'm saying this for new players for a reason, because if you're a new player, just like if you play World of Warcraft for the first time or any of those games, like, yeah, you might want someone just to give you a bunch of gold and say, here you go crazy. Well, no, you should learn as you go, learn the game a bit. So with this game, seeds never used to exist. You had the daily and then you had the weekly seeded maps, and that was it. And then people said about seeded maps and this and this and this, and they came in. But now people, I find, are fixated on it. Especially newer players are like, what's the best seed for this? Well, you should figure that out yourself. Because if you're playing to get, a blueprint cabinet drop every single day, you're not going to learn the struggles of the game. And I understand some people don't want them lecturing here. But like if I was new to the game, I wouldn't want someone to say, here, play this seed. It's the easiest seed in the world. Because you're not learning anything, right? I mean, that's how I look at it. But again, I have nothing, hey, Letus, I have nothing against seeds and people looking for them. I'm just commenting that I find a lot of newer players, at least the Discord, are like, what's the best seed for hamburgers? Because I want to go as quick as possible. I get it on one hand, but then it's like, just have fun with the game. This seed may be great, and you guys might steal it. I don't know. Hey, Push, nice to see you. Table placement, dishes are. Oh, here we go. Sorry, Mob. I haven't even gone to the point where quick catch one conveyor to the dining room. Yeah, exactly right, Mob. Yeah, Neen. So you unlock them. I think it's level 6, something like that. Table placement, dishes place. See, Mod, you haven't obviously seen one of my learning the basics videos, have you? Shameless plug. Because I think I go over all of that. Maybe I don't, actually. I know I do in some of the ones where I do the auto dish tutorials. I say with the plates, like, yeah, so if you're new to the game, whatever table you place down last, whether it's in a run of 5 or just a single one, wherever the number is placed, that's where your dishes are going to spawn. It doesn't tell you that anywhere in the game. You have to figure it out for yourself. And trust me, when I first started playing, I was like, why are these not spawning where I want them to? That's why. So there's little things that you learn as you go with a game, which is a game like this, there's a lot of tips and tricks. Let's just ring everybody. I don't know. One thing with the starter hobs that I don't like is they not take forever. They just it makes such a huge mess, which is not fun for anybody. Look at this messes already. Hope I don't fail day 1. I don't think we'll fail. I think we're fine. Look at the size of this mess literally already. And one other thing is that these messes, These big messes will not. Oh, I need this stupid ketchup. The messes, these big ones, will not get cleaned by the water. So like I'm literally here the first day, and I'm gonna freaking lose. If I lose today, I'm just gonna laugh. I think I'll be all right. Which again is why I say I don't want to run 2 hobs, because it's just that much more mess. It's just ridiculous sometimes. We're actually fine. We're fine. I say I'm going to lose like I'm tricking you guys. That's the last one of the day. So that's one thing that has changed with the game compared to where it was pre-release, is at the end of the day, it'll tell you how many, like with the start of the day, it tells you how many groups you have and how many customers are expected. Now before, it used to have group size and then it said expected groups. You actually had no idea how many people you were going to get. So this makes it a little bit easier to point. We got table, give me a research desk. Look at this, extra freaking ketchup day 1. So I'm going to save a hob. I'm not going to buy anything else. You know what? I think I'm actually going to buy. I say I'm not going to buy anything. I'm going to buy this. And the reason why is because I want to be able to get a bunch. I want to use the phone. If you're playing solo, hey TK, nice to see you. Watch your YouTube videos. Hey, awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm on a little bit earlier. Normally I start, well, it's 9 o'clock Eastern right now. Usually Mondays and Wednesdays are my stream days where I do PlateUp as of now. It could change. Let's see. Not really. The end of the pre-release had much. Okay. I got it. Wasn't new the ketchup? Yeah, right. So that's all. It's all good. So, so we got no research desk, and the thing is, I'm going to give you guys a bunch of tips as you go along here. So, research desk before release used to be a staple item. So you would get one on day 1. You'd stick it in your cabinet because you always would get a cabinet on day 1 too. Those were 2 things you always got. And then it's been changed to you get this for free. You get the blueprint cabinet for free. And because somebody say, give me a seated map that has research desk. Because before, the trick that used to be is you would get a research desk on day 1. You put it in your cabinet, and then the next day you're guaranteed to get another one, right? So the kind of sneakiness with that. Hey, Lammy, nice to see you. The sneakiness with that is the fact. I'm sure someone's gonna want stupid ketchup. Nope. Okay. The sneakiness with that. What was I saying? I don't even remember. Doesn't matter. Oh, with the research desk business, is the trickiness, the sneakiness there is that you're always guaranteed to have 2, which is like, really? I don't know. I mean, obviously the game is being tweaked all the time, which is good. AJ's really doing his homework here on what people want, and it is good. I have no complaints, obviously, about any. Well, actually, I shouldn't say I don't have any complaints. There's obviously things that I'd like to see changed, and obviously things that I don't feel need to be changed. And there's a trick there too. So if you're at the end of the day, you can always put ketchup on the table, even if they don't want it, and just walk away. I just walk over here, so when the elevotes spawn, they spawn right at me. And I know you say, well, how do you get them to not spawn? I know people talk about that. Well, you go like this. You go into your options, and you go into game. Drop letters inside, I have it on, and then this is obviously your booking desk as parcel, which means you have to actually open the phone up, because some people just miss it altogether. So that's been added as a toggleable option. Let's see what we get. All right, research desk, awesome. And all right, so the thing here, right? You may say to yourself, "Hey, no, yeah, Elise. Geez, I should make this bigger so I can read this guy. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna make the chat bigger for myself so I can freaking read it." There we go. Maximum size. Hi, Elise. Nice to see you. So to make one change would make it so you can get some coin when you trash something outside. Yeah, that makes sense. The only issue with that is, well, things don't cost 5 coins anymore. Like counters used to cost 5, and then floor protectors used to cost 5. Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. But it would have to be things that you don't get spawned in with. Like here I have all these counters, right? So it should only be things that you've already purchased, not things that come as like part of like the day 1. Because if not, you could abuse that, right? So here's the question here, right? So would you guys buy the research desk, or would you save it in hopes to get one tomorrow? Well, I'm going to buy it. I'm going to buy it right now because I really want to get a safety hob, so I don't have to deal with this stupid hob business. There's no point. Dia on the Dia? How do I pronounce that? Was it like a T? Thea? Dia? Dea? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the follow. You can correct me. Hey, Rena, nice to see you. I've been saving it. Yeah, so that's the thing. So you're not. There are some people in the Discord that say, no, it's a stable. You're guaranteed to get one. You're not guaranteed. You're not guaranteed to get one anymore. It used to be that way, and for some reason now people are saying in the Discord that no, you get one until you buy one. No, you don't, because I obviously didn't get one on day one. It doesn't work that way. And I think some people, again, if you're playing seeded maps where you get one on day one every time, you're going to have the thought of you get one every time. So you don't get one every time. Dea, perfect. Thank you so much. Oh, awesome. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I'm usually on Mondays and Wednesday evenings around 9 o'clock Eastern. So right at the time, right when you join. So thank you. Starter items, wall of text. Yeah, I mean, things like the countertops used to cost $5, floor protectors used to cost $5, coffee tables used to cost $20, so it's been scaled up a lot. All right, we got 10 customers. Now the question is, do I buy another table to extend the tables down? I may kick myself for not doing it, but I think we're just gonna roll on. I'm gonna do this first. So here, danger hob. I don't know if I'll take a danger hob if we get one. Well, it looks like we got one. So it doesn't really matter now, does it? Danger hobs are fine if you can handle the automation with it by using a combiner. And if we don't get a combiner, well, then that's out the window, obviously. So these messes are killer. Can I clean this before it goes over? Yeah, of course I can. Groups of 2. Alright, for groups of 2, I always put the ketchup down. And you can really just tap it. You don't have to actually keep it on the table. Now you may say, well, you should keep it. There's got to be a mess here. I can feel it already. My gosh. Okay, so hindsight, I should have bought the table. Because tables push back the messes, which is a good thing. I see another wall of text to read it in a second. Uh-oh. Okay, so there's a mistake. So you obviously can't put the ketchup on the table first. There we go. We're fine. We're fine. No worries at all. That's a little bit of worry. Alrighty, let's just get this cleaned up. I'll have to read the wall of text in a second. How are the people waiting outside? What's going on, people? Maybe I did a little bit too much ring and wouldn't put it past me to do that. That's right, we'll get these guys cleaned up. And Push can come in and hang out with us. Now, the danger hob doesn't make as much mess as the starter hob because it's faster, which is a good thing. We need 2 plates. There's no rush here. Again, the phone is good, but if you can't handle the customers coming in like that, don't use it. I mean, later on, as the days go on, is where the phone, I find, really kicks in because of the amount of coins you get. So the way it works is you get 3 coins as a base, and every 2 days, you get an additional coin. So by the end of day 10, you'll have 5 plus 3, so you'll have 8 coins. So right now we're getting 3, 2 plus, so we're getting 5 as a thing. Well, we gotta go standards. I'm not doing freaking burning anything. Dea, I gotta remember that. Try to remember it. See, I only got 8 coins for the booking desk, so like it was hardly worth even buying it. One person table orders ketchup, pick it up. Yeah, exactly. Dea. So it's not a 2 people. Trying to think how to explain it. What you're saying is exactly right. So I'm not going to buy this. I'm going to actually try to get another one. And you may say, well, why are you doing that? Well, because I really don't want a danger hob. I want to be able to set up some sort of automation soon. But in the meantime, actually, no, I'm going to buy a table. Well, and now you may say, well, you're going to re-roll yet. No, I'm not going to re-roll yet. I think it's a little too soon to start re-rolling. And by doing this, right, so was it you, Mod, that I said about the table thing? So if you have the table like this, the dishes are going to spawn here. So you pick it up, put it down. You have to reset the chairs then, but it's not a huge deal, right? And then the plates, this may bite me in the butt to not buy these now. So I'm going to buy these now, and I'm going to put these here. Because I can store a bunch out here. Work boost. Now the question is, do I want to buy the danger hob? I'm torn whether or not to buy it. This is obviously super fast. And now, what was the card? What card did we just get? Food burns 100%. So that's only when it gets to the burning phase. So if you're not fast on this, you're going to be burned. You're going to get burned. The ketchup grabber, numbers on tables. Yeah. Hey, Chris. Why, when I make long tables like the dishes at the end? Oh, it's because, you might have just came in. So the last table that you put down, the one with the numbers on it, is the table that the dishes are going to spawn at. So if you do something like this, to make a long table, and it's down here, your dishes are going to spawn here. So what you do is you come up here, you pick up and put down whatever table you want the dishes to spawn at, basically. So you do that. You still got to come in here and redo, like you can turn off the chairs. But like here's to here, right? So you pick it up, put it down. And you got to reset this chair. But there you go. So now they're going to spawn where the numbers are. That's like a really good tip. I'm about Danger Hub, going to be sketchy. Yeah, so TK, should I call you TK or should I call you Coos? How would you like me to refer to you? TK? Is it not typically worth, yes, and no. Yes and no, Dea. Again, this is where, again, if you ask on the Discord or people, they may say it's not worth it or it is worth it. For me, I only have 3 blueprints on the ground, so it's not worth it. If you have 5 off, like after tomorrow, if there's nothing I want to buy, and say I get another Danger Hub or whatever, then I may reroll because then I'll have 5 or 6. But rerolling for 3 to me doesn't make any sense personally. Some people say yeah, do it because you could luck out and get a conveyor belt, But TK is fun. Okay, good. Auto plating fixes it does mod. So, but hey, Dana or Dana? Dana. I'm gonna go with Dana until you say no. Yeah, my day was okay. I had my morning chores and whatnot with the kids all day. So, so you were saying about the Danger Hob. So the issue with the Danger Hob with that card is only if it starts to burn. So I think I'm just gonna. No, I'm not gonna buy it. No, I said I'm not gonna buy it, and I'm not gonna buy it. I don't want to buy it. I just hope we get a safety hob because safety hobs I like so much better. Dana. Okay, Dana. We got some Danger Hob again. All right. So I may actually have to buy a Danger Hob this time. The thing with the Danger Hob is the burn phase is faster, or like the cook phase or whatever, but they make less of a mess because of the fact that they're not on as much. So that's a good thing. But I think we're doing okay for this for now. How's the music? Can you guys hear the music okay? Make sure it's loud enough. If it's not, I'll make it louder for you guys. So again, early on, still like ring rain to get the customers in. Yeah, but like I don't know. I get 5 extra coins. I'm not at the struggling for coin stage. Oops. We'll see. We'll see what we get because we're at day 4 already. Gotta get Lammy in. They're gonna want ketchup, aren't they? Nope. Yes, that's okay. You guys will wait. Now, the thing is with the ketchup, the way that works is actually, it acts as if you... oh, there we go again. It acts as if you never served, like, the last meal, the last dish, which is where you can get into some serious trouble because the timer counts down. So you got to be aware of that. All right, we got mod with a little bit of this, with some ketchup. When you have a single person, you just put it and you tap and you put it down. I think this is the last one, right, mod? Are you the last one? Oh, no, we got one more. Ellie's coming in. Elise is coming in, not Ellie. You're going to get the freshest hot dog there is. Oh, fucking. And then since the last one, I'm just going to dump it on the table anyway. Doesn't matter. Oh, you did want it. So there you go. So sit over here. Music is low. Okay, so I'm just going to turn up the general volume. And turn up the volume a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we got 69 coins. That's funny. Alright, see what we get. Alright, so who's the one that said I should put it in the thing? See, there you go. Research desk. So this was obviously random, but what I'm definitely I still don't want to buy this stupid thing. We're gonna put this in here again because the research desk, as I was saying, is It is, I don't know if it's considered a staple as like counters and sinks and plates are, but it is something that can drop. It just can drop. But I am going to buy this table, and I'm going to buy it to push these back more. And I'm also going to swap. So here, if you get rid of this one and you swap this chair, and you turn it back on, now there's no way I can get mess in here now, because the messes only go beyond one tile, like the next tile. So I guess it'd be 2 tiles. Here, this mess will never come up in here, and I can actually put this here and just turn this table off, this chair off. There you go. Now, if I get a conveyor belt somewhere, I'd put the conveyor belt right here. Because a conveyor belt or a grabber or smart grabber, that's the only thing that they can take a dish off of. Like, I've tried it using like a sink or a hob to play. It doesn't work that way. You have to use a conveyor, unless there's something I'm missing here. Also, thank you, Dana. I try. Because there's a lot of, like I say, there's new players to this game all the time, and a lot of them have no idea how to play, or excuse me, they have an idea how to play, but they have no idea like some of the little like quirks behind it, about the table thing, about the ketchup thing, or this thing. You know, it's from playing for months and months and months where you pick up these things. At least me. Higher weight early game. Yeah. So yeah. Again, I don't know officially. I don't know. Thanks, Buttspot. Higher butt in early games. So detective butt. Thank you, Buttspot. Not that I'm aware. Unlocking everything. I'm ready for an update. Chicken noodle soup, peppery. Yeah, I don't know. I have no information. I have no information on when there's going to be an update. I'll know when you guys know, basically. But it's obviously not to me tomorrow, because there's no notification about it. But I know, what am I going to do? But I know AJ, I know he's trying to focus more on having larger, infrequent updates than copy desk. So copy desk is okay. Instead of having like an update every week that has a bunch of bug fixes and this and that, is have just one every X amount of days or something, or every X amount of weeks. Because if not, it gets to be not too much, it just gets to be a lot of constantly pushing through things. So it's like we're bug fixing or bug testing right now. I mean, you're consistently bug testing, really, if you think of it that way, which is good. I mean, it's a good way to do the game, get feedback. Ooh, okay, that almost, I forgot we had the burn card, and that sucker almost burned. That was pretty close. Even look how fast it burns on this thing. Imagine if it'd be a danger hob, I wouldn't even want to attempt it. Here comes Dana, 82. I was actually born in 83. I'm not saying that's what the 82 means, but I was born in 83, so that is why. Welcome. Are we millennials? I don't know what the term is. We're not boomers. That's after the war. Like my parents, my daddy, they were boomers, right? Baby boomers after the war. Well, in America, like American. What am I gonna say? The soldiers in America. Jesus. In other countries, I don't think the baby boom was as big as it was, just because of the sheer amount of people. But I'm not up too much on my war history, so I don't know. Alright, do a little bit of this. I'll look at chat in a second, guys. Just want to get through this day. I think these are the last customers. We got Rena and we got Elise. A little bit of that. A little bit of this. I think they're the last ones, yeah. I think. Famous last words. I think they're the last ones. Alright. Alright, so we're just going to hang out over here. Alright, cool. Oh my gosh, thank you so much for the 300 bits. Much appreciated. Sorry I missed that when I actually paused this thing. When I'm focusing, I never look at chat. Thank you so much, Neen. That's so much. That's very generous of you. Thank you. And yeah, I try. Like, I try to cost money to update. Millennial, Gen Z. I don't know. I don't really ever look at it when people are like, "Oh, you're a Gen Z, or this is why you're this." No, man. I grew up before there was internet, when there was cassette tapes, VHS tapes, all the way up to modern age. So I basically lived through all of that, obviously when I was younger in the 80s. So of these two cards, I really don't care about either of these. So we're just going to go Charming just to go. Personally, I like Exclusive. That's my favorite. And because today is Deco Day, we don't really have much to buy. There's no blueprints. This is just these. I could actually buy some of these. We have a 30, a 40, a 30, and then we have 100. The rug, barrel. So, So that's 40. That's 70. So that's 100 for 3. Do I want to spend that? What's the first one of Charming get you again? I don't even remember. I'm going to look it up real quick. I haven't actually looked at the, I'm going to look at the decorations right now, which is the first one of Charming. What does that give you? Increase service patience. So that's after you take their order, the patience is higher. Doesn't give you a percentage, it's just higher. Patience decreases slower when players are nearby. Customers sit at table before it's cleared. So I don't know if I want to bother buying anything at this point. Hydrate, thank you so much. I got my big water tonight. Because I'm doing a lot of talking, I always get thirsty. Yeah, okay, sorry, Mod, about your earlier question. Yeah, so I have no idea. Excuse me, I have no idea about a new dish. I'm not saying there is or isn't one because I have no idea. But I think it'd be cool. Like the way I was thinking, it was like, okay, so what items are in the game now? Like you have flour, you have egg, so you can make like dough or not dough. We had dough for like pasta dough. I guess you call it pasta. And then you also have like flour to make like tortillas. And it's like, okay, well, you have onion and you have tomatoes and you have lettuce for like tacos, and you can have cheese for shredded. Like I'm trying to think of all the food things that are in the game without adding a new like thing of this. I'm not sure how you'd make like sour cream or like avocado, but again, that'd be certain specifics. So I don't know if that would fly that way. It'd be very interesting. Now the question I was asking is, do I want to buy any of this? And I don't think I actually do. I think I'm just gonna let it roll. Yeah, let it roll. Whatever. Hey, perfect. Well, I appreciate it. So I'm always up to answering questions. Okay, so one thing I was going to tell you guys. So you hear a lot of people, and I'm going to take 1,000% credit for this. People saying about the copy, blueprint, discount, how the cycle works. So it goes copy, then blueprint, then discount, then back to copy, of course. And I coined the phrase CBD because it's like copy, blueprint, discount. And now I hear everybody saying CBD. So I'm going to give myself credit for coining that term because before I said it, I don't think I've ever heard people say those letters. So, toot my own horn. Now, this is a giant mess, which is what I hate about these hobs. Look how long I'm taking to clean this. It's like ridiculous. And you have to clean messes. If you don't clean messes, it's just going to be worse as you go on. When there's a double order, I'm always going to give them ketchup because whether they take it or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't hurt keeping it there. Oh yeah, for those who are wondering, I play with keyboard. I don't play with a controller. I'm just not good with a controller. And you may say there, why? I'm just throwing out tips all day here. You may say, well, why did you serve that customer first? Because these guys came in first. Well, it's because single orders or single groups are always easier to get out first because it's just one. It's one plate. It's one dish in and out, etc., etc. So that's why I do it. And then here, I'm actually not going to bother cleaning these. There got to be a mess over here. I feel there's a mess over here. Oh, maybe not. Okay, I shouldn't say I always do. A lot of times I always get the first single order out first. You never know. And also the CBD thing. So because we had a copy desk before, you're guaranteed to get a blueprint desk. It's just how it works. It goes CBD, of course. That was dumb. Well, that wasn't dumb. It was fun. So that's a good little tip. If you're like, oh, you know, which desk am I going to get next? You 1,000% know what desk you're going to get next based on what you have previous. What you get initially is all random. There's no science behind you get a copy desk more than a blue. No, it's 100% random. I'm gonna clean this just for fun. Can I beat it? Ooh, oh, I missed it. I tried to be cocky. Alrighty, last one of the day, day 6. So we get another card today. Yeah, tacos would be fun. Like, I mean, I don't know how you almost need some sort of like tortilla press, but it could just be it could be like a soft shell taco or like an open faced taco. What is that called? What's like an open faced taco called? That's called like it's called something, right? And you like a tostada or something. Is that what? Yeah, tostada. Okay, that's what it is. Thank you, Chris. That's what I thought it was. So you could make freaking broccoli again. Hey Vic, no, I'm just doing solo tonight though. But thank you for stopping by. You're the greatest of all time. PlateUp. How long have you been playing? There are a lot of very good players out there. That is for sure. I really don't want broccoli again. This rush might kill me. I don't want broccoli. We're gonna do it anyway. Hey Dan, the thief. Nice to see you. Oh, you have the direct relief. Oh, the badge. Okay, cool. When I see different badges, I always like, oh, where did that come from? Yeah, well, this is the second time we had broccoli on day 3 and day 6. I'm ready at day 6. Oh gosh. Can I have some kind of automation, please? Yeah, right. I remember when I was a kid, or not a kid, when I was like a teenager, I used to go to my buddy's house, and his mom would always make. I'm not sure where you guys are from. If you know like Velveeta shells, like the little ones, it's like a mac and cheese, like Easy Mac Kraft Dinner, but they're shells. I'm not sure if it's called like Kraft shells or something. And she would always put like cut up broccoli in little pieces and put broccoli in it. And I always hated eating it there. I would eat it because I felt, obliged to eat it. But I always hated it because it was so gross. So the debate here is, do I re-roll? Or, I'm going to buy this anyway. So I'm going to buy this anyway. So I'm going to buy this. And I'm actually going to move the phone down here. I haven't really been using it. Now, the question is, do I want to try to upgrade a hob or upgrade a sink? Or do I try to re-roll for something else? Now, I could re-roll one time. Again, we have lots of money. This goes against my typical thing of what I would do, but I think where's the door at? What? The door is definitely... Can you guys see the door? No, you can't see it. Definitely phased out. Velveeta shells, that's what it's called. Jeez, what am I talking about? Like, that's... charge likes. Stupid things. So, Neen, you say sink. So... I'm going to re-roll, and the reason why I'm re-rolling is because we're now to 19 customers. Was it closing time? No, it's rush. Is because I want to try to get something upgraded right now. Again, it's 10 coins. So that was a lousy run, except the... okay, no, it's not allowed. I'm going to buy this. So now, hindsight, I should have bought that Danger Hub way back when. I'm going to buy this, because I think this is going to really be helpful. And I don't want to reroll again. And I know you said about the sink. I think I need to get a safety hob. I don't need to, but I want to get a grabber. Like, I got to start working on this automation, which what I'm looking for on the blueprint desk now, the number one thing I want to look for is either a blueprint cabinet, which again aren't guaranteed to spawn on the desk anymore. Well, I guess they were never guaranteed, but there was more chance to get them before, and also conveyor belts. I need a grabber for this, and then I also want one for this, so I don't have to mess with this anymore. Not that it's been a pain, but yeah, let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. Scrubby brush. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Unfortunately, we didn't get that yet. All right. And another tip here. So I was saying about using the phone, the ring. Give me a safety hob. Ah, okay, good. Using the ring. When you have a... I'm so torn about taking that right now. I'm going to take it. What I was going to say is if you don't have something picked on this, you should really wait to ring anybody, because the faster customers come in and out, the faster it cycles through. In the sense of that you may miss out on a cycle because of ringing too many times, and that would be a shame. But once you actually have once you have the item selected, then you can ring all you want. But I'm not ringing because we're already kind of swamped with people. Yeah, this is not the best run, honestly. If I'm honest, as people say, it's not my favorite run. Is not this right now. We haven't had really any good drops that I would consider good. Actually, we just put this and watch this. All right, there we go. It's good to have the single orders sprinkled in there. If not, it can get overwhelming, because again, no automation yet at all. And usually by day 7, I'd like to have at least something automated. This mess is a big pain. I'm going to be able to clean this. Let there's me. Cycle back to the beginning. Oh, I want ketchup, of course, because I love ketchup on hot dogs. And mustard, of course, but I love ketchup. If I could pick, I'd pick ketchup all day. I'm a ketchup fiend. Is that the way they say you call it? Ketchup fiend? I don't know why I did that, really. I don't need a clean dish. We got Dana, and we got the Rift. Let's just call you the Rift. I'll call you Dana. Neen. Ooh, sorry about the sink. The sink. There's definitely a mess here now. I can feel it. No, all right, maybe not. So the rush is coming right now, but it's only a two-person or a only two-person rush, so it's not a huge deal. But obviously you can see people are waiting outside already. So what I'm actually going to do here is I'm going to serve the single now. Get them out. They might be in trouble here. We might be in trouble. Yeah, we might be in trouble here, guys. I'm still going to serve this one first. They'll say, why are you doing that? Well, because. So by the time they're done eating, this one is now done eating. Alright, let's get these out. We're okay now. Just got to get these out. They don't need all these plates. Alright, last grouping. Yeah, we're literally struggling already. And it's only, the first... Wait, we're not even halfway done. This is the thing about doing non-seeded runs. You never know what you're gonna get. I mean, technically this is a seeded run, but it's not one that's known. It's just a random. I just randomly typed in numbers. So, but it's all good. We're fine. Day 7. I'd love if we get a grabber here. Blueprint desk will help. Alrighty, scrubby brush. Yeah, the issue, Neen, with the scrubby brush for me is the way I click. So if I have a dish on a table of table 2, and then I don't take their order yet, I have the other dish in my hand. So I take their order and then I put it down, and then I hit the buttons too fast. If I have a scrubby brush, it'll put it on the table, and then that screws up the dishes. So I don't like using it personally, like solo. I don't like using it. Hey, Heartlock, thank you for the first time chat and the visit. Welcome in. Dan, welcome in. Hey, out of control. Nice to see you. I make bacon and mustard sandwiches. Bacon and mustard. I'm like that with, well, I wouldn't say I like ketchup a disgusting amount. I just like it a lot. Some people may say it's not disgusting. So we're actually pretty good here now. So we're going to upgrade the hob again. Upgrade a sink again. Now, I don't really need another hob. Freezer wouldn't do anything. Work. Yeah, so I don't neither of these are any good. I'm going to buy this now because I could actually run 2. That's the debate. Do I want to run 2 or just run 1? I think I'm gonna. But I don't need to run 2. I just have 2. So we're gonna upgrade these 2. We got 18 here. We're 18 customers already. Day 8. This is gonna get. You have great control. Yeah, I don't. I'm not clicker, but I'm not like I'm clicking with my finger. Like I tap as fast as I can. With ice cream or something, I know I'd screw it up if I have a scrubby brush in my hand. Alrighty, so let's keep on rolling here. Oh my god, there's another blueprint cat. It's trolling me, guys. It's hardcore trolling me right now. I have to wait. The danger hob is kind of irrelevant at this point. Scrubby brush, yeah, I'm not going to take that. Oh, it was trolling me hard there, guys. It still makes these stupid messes, though, man. The biggest thing you fail from, for me, is dishes and messes. It's such a... Oh my god, a blueprint... It's trolling me so hard right now. I'm gonna take it, whatever. All good. I'm not too worried about it. Alright, Lammy, you want any? No, you're good. Alright, let's get this on. So basically what I'm using the safety hub for at this point is like the, just as like a prep station in a sense. Because I'm not using it other than to just store a hot dog on in case I need it. Because I will need it quite soon. Like that, and then we actually do one like this, that, and then put one like this. There you go. And as long as you can stop the cooking by putting something under it, so like a hamburger or a hot dog, if you put the bun on it onto the hob, doesn't matter. It'll stop the burning. Soups don't burn, sides don't. Anything in a pot doesn't burn, which is actually quite good. Give me a I don't know what sink I'd like right now. That's a soaking sink, so I don't know if I want a soaking sink at this point. I love soaking sinks, guys. It's just I just don't know if it makes sense with this little map to have a soaking sink. I may change my mind because you know me. Here comes the rush. Got to get prepared for that. Hot dog plated. When the rush comes, especially the double orders, it really hurts. Oh, come on. Another dog on. This table done. I think we're okay. Should have put a hot dog on. Let's get this wash. Actually, I'm going to get another one on. I'll be able to wash it in time. Some people prefer the dinner rush. Some people prefer... Well, I don't know if anybody actually prefers the midday rush. I don't. Morning rush is okay if you have things prepared. Like if you have a prep station with pies in it or hot dogs made, morning rush is the best because you, bam, get it right out of the way. American cheese. So yeah, I grew up on American cheese. I grew up in Pennsylvania, right? So I grew up on American cheese, and since moving up here, you can't get American cheese, or at least you can't get it readily. So I kind of shy away from it now. So I'm gonna buy this. I think I'm gonna upgrade the sink out. I'm gonna buy the soaking sink because it is like an extra set of hands. I can actually just stick this out there. That's fine. Plates we don't need. Counter we don't need. Display stand we don't need. The danger hub I don't want. So I'm going to actually re-roll again because we have tons of money. And we're going to store things. So here's another tip. So as many blueprint cabinets as you have, make sure you always store something in it. If it's something you don't want upgraded, then just move it out of the way. But it's a good practice to always store something in it because the next day you can put all those blueprints out and you can re-roll. So as many blueprints as you have on the floor is how many blueprints you'll get back when you re-roll. It's not that you'll only get 5 back. If you have 10 cabinets, you'll get 10 blueprints. It's pretty OP doing that. I don't know if that'll ever be nerfed where like there's a set number, but it's not really hurting the game. It's just kind of ridiculous sometimes. So a portioner is not good. A combiner would be okay, and I'm gonna roll again. I'm going through all my money because these are crap drops. Now we get something good. Now we actually have 2 good things. We have the robot buffer, which is way too expensive for now. This I'm going to override. This is irrelevant. Now we got blueprint desk. Boom. Now we're going to be a lot better off because now we have 2. We have 2 to deal with. I don't think I'm going to take another... blueprint cabinet, even though we're getting them like crazy right now. The evening... Oh, so the closing time, Neen. Yeah, closing time is good. The only thing with closing time is the expected customer count does not include the closing time. So, but there is a hard cap. Before, there never used to be a hard cap. So you could milk one day for like minutes longer. Because as long as someone's in the restaurant, more people will continue to come. That's been fixed. So there is a bit of a hard cap. I don't know if it's percentage based or not. I don't know, but there is a hard cap. What's the main cheese put on food like American cheese? Well, up here it's like cheddar cheese, like real cheddar cheese, like Cracker Barrel or I don't know what the other. There's a couple big brands. There's no name, like your no name brands, your generic brands, but Cracker Barrel is like the big name up here, like your like brand name. And they put out like Swiss cheese and mozzarella cheese. I love all their cheeses. It's really, really good, I find. But I used to eat American cheese on sandwiches years ago. When I was a kid, and my mom used to always put butter on my sandwiches, and I hated it. Actually, no, it was margarine. It was worse. It was margarine. Like, since moving up here and being on my own, well, not on my own, but like being away from home, which is me. I moved up here in 2007. So I've been here for like almost 50. Actually, I've been here 15 years on September 1st, which was last week? I've been here for 15 years, which is pretty crazy if you think about it. What does the blueprint cabinet actually only replace? actually only replace blueprints? So what I'm doing here is I put these two in here, right? So tomorrow, you're going to get 5 blueprints that spawn on the ground, regardless of what day it is, other than day 5 or day 10 when you get the deco days. And if I pull these 2 out, I'll now have 7 on the ground. And if I go out here to re-roll, I'll be re-rolling on those 7, not just the 5. So I think that's what you're asking. Oh, the desk. The desk. Does the blueprint cabinet desk actually only replace? Yes. So yes, Hart. That's the way. No, it's okay. Blueprint desk, blueprint cabinet. Yes. So because I have 2, these 2 will now replace 2 that will naturally spawn, which is fine. If you have 5, if you have 6 or more, you still only get 5. I don't know how that works because I never really run more than 5. I usually don't run more than like 3 because it's too much to keep after. What are we at? Day 9. It's okay. So let's rock and roll here. Coffee tables are super nice. They're just not very practical in a diner map. I'm looking for conveyor belts. Give me a soaking sink. That's a soaking sink. Awesome. The reason why I say awesome to a soaking sink is because I already have 1 soaking sink. And that'll really speed up the automation of dishes. Which is awesome, by the way. I'm going to take the combiner. We're not ready for a combiner yet, but I'm going... Oh, no, that needs a plate. We're not ready for a combiner yet, but we will be eventually. So I'm just kind of prepping myself for it. So another soaking sink would be great. If I can run 3 soaking sinks, I'll be quite happy. Because typically with 3 soaking sinks, you can keep up with the demand somewhat. So that's pretty good. Alrighty, got this. We got another one here. That almost was bad. Almost was bad, of course. Not was bad. Almost was bad. Are we at the rush yet? Jeez, it feels like we're having a rush day already. It's the amount of people. Another tip that I'm going to tell you guys is if you pick up a plate and put it back down, it counts as like it being reset, as the table being cleared, even though it actually hasn't been cleared. So it's a really good kind of cheap way to get another customer in with a dirty dish on the table. Like here, I'm gonna pick one up and do that. They're gonna come in anyway. Let's get these dishes. Again, dishes I find, if you're playing solo especially, dishes are what's gonna kill you. If you can't keep on top of dishes in some fashion, you almost have... I'm gonna burn that one. Oh, no I didn't. Okay. It's gonna be really tricky. My opinion. Again, my opinion only. I know you want ketchup too. Alright, we just gotta hang out here for a second. I don't want to lose this run already. That would not look good for me. Would it now? I think we'll be alright. Maybe we won't actually. Jeez, these are some... I've had no good luck with automation this round. That's for darn sure. Actually gonna leave these like this. Get this out, get this out. We might lose here. I'm thinking about it. But you know, if we do, I'm not really bothered. At the point of playing the game where if I lose, it's not a big deal at all. Because it's like, so what? You know? I don't ever get worried about losing anymore. There's just no point. There's no point to get worried or to get, bummed out about losing. I've played so much of this game that it's all good, right? It's all good. And as I was saying before, the dishes are what can really mess you up. Because I can see I have all these dishes here, right? So, hey, Locke, nice to see you. Thank you for the lurk and the visit and the order. All in, like, the wrong order. You should you should do visit, then order, then lurk. Mod, thank you for the lurk. Hope you guys are all having a good evening. Now, let's see what card we get. Oh. Okay, so Oh, Christ. Okay. We're going to lose here, by the way. I'm just saying. So, seed 6565, don't use seed 6565 because there's no way I'm going to be able to keep up with the lunch rush, but I don't want to do onion. I mean, we could have had broccoli and we could have onion rings, which were brought up by 30%, which would have been what? 20. We're going to do lunch rush. We're going to get killed here, but you know what? It's all good because we'll just start over and play something different. Play something different. Yeah, this is. Whew. Man, this is yeah, I don't know how we're gonna do this, guys. Excuse me. I think this might be our last run. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to keep up with that. Would another table help? Possibly. I can get a 2-seater up here. I'm gonna start getting rid of some of these things. Like I say, we've had 0 automation. So again, this is the downside of, or not downside, of not having a seeded map. But again, everybody plays seeded maps these days. We may play one after. What is this called? Come on, mustard ketchup. Oh, get it? Come on, ketchup. Or no, come on, mustard ketchup. Like catch up because you're like behind. I get it. I get it. All right, we're gonna save this. Man. We use some lousy cards here. The combiner doesn't necessarily help us yet because we don't have a conveyor belt. Like I don't. We've had 0 conveyor belts. What do I want to do here? I mean, I could drop all these and re-roll. Look at this. I could drop these and just. I'm gonna do it because you know what? I don't think X22 Odin 22X. Welcome in. So I'm just gonna re-roll a bunch because I don't think we're gonna be able to get through the day, just because of the amount of customers we have. Prep stations are good, but like, for what? I need to get a grabber. A grabber is the only thing that would maybe help us here. I'm debating. It's 60 coins though. You know, whatever. What a freaking waste. What a waste. What a waste. What a waste of rolls, guys. That was a waste. Like, the combiners are good to put the buns on, but, like, I'm not set up for that. Hey, thanks so much. I appreciate it. Yeah, I try to make, you know, I'm getting to the end isn't the right word, but I'm running out of PlateUp content in a sense. Like, I've done a lot of guides, I've done a lot of tutorials, I've done a lot of Let's Plays. Almost every day there's one, you know, from like personal games, like off-stream games, or ones like this where I kind of cut up and make it last for 2-3 days. Yeah, it's getting there because I'm like, I'm kind of, I've done everything. All right, so no upgrades. We just have to try to focus a bit here. Now, the question is, can I make this setup any better? I don't think so, because we have lunch rush and we have dinner rush. Let's, oh my god, a research desk. I don't want a research desk, though. I don't want a research desk. Look at that. Look at the top of the screen. There's 2 people icons, which means we have 2 rushes. This was a bad move. Shoot. Yeah, I already screwed up. Crap. I already screwed that up big time, guys. Maybe not screwed up big time. Screwed up, yes. Oh, that one's gonna burn. Crap. I'm definitely not focused right now. I am not focused at all right now. Let's try to get some of these dishes cleared because the rushes are what kills one conveyor belt. After what day is it, by the way, guys? I don't even know what day it is. It is day 10. Day 10 is the first day that we have a conveyor belt. It's not even a grabber, mind you. Not even a grabber. Alright, the rush is going to hit us any second here, so... These double groups are not helping, by the way. They're not helping at all. Here comes the rush. Now again, the rush is kind of split up between the different times, I guess you'd say it. That doesn't really help anything because we are really in a pickle right now. Come on. Because the lunch rush is going to hit us like right as the dinner rush hits us too. It's going to be like the same, right at the same time. And there's giant messes here. This is probably going to be it. Come on. Come on. You might be okay here. Oh, that was dumb. That was dumb. Yeah, we're okay. Double rushes, guys, or no joke. Yeah, I think we're... Come on, there's a giant mess here too, by the way. Ooh, baby, this is tricky, man. This is tricky. There's no way we're gonna get this through this day. No way. Yeah, I know you guys are ticking away over there. I see you ticking. Just gotta... Nothing I can do about it at this point. Come on. I think this is gonna be the end of the run. Yeah, I think we're done here. Ooh, especially now. So I have no place to put that. Yeah, alright. I'm just gonna stop. Oh my god. Ah, Jesus Christ. Hey, Caro. That was like tough. That was tough, man. Morning rush, or no, it was lunch rush and high standards was not a problem. I just was messing up. So dinner rush and lunch rush. Man, that's that's the problem with hot dogs, right? Like there's not extra carbs you can get. But you know what? We're gonna do something else. What do I want?